As they say, anything can happen in WWE, and after you see these moments, I guarantee you will agree. Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels match in the 1997 Survivor Series was one of the most intense moments in all of wrestling, and definitely not a laughing matter. However, a month before that, there was definitely some fun to be had. On an episode of Raw, Bret Hart took on Triple H in a match. The two legends were putting on a great show for the fans, but apparently, it wasn't enough. Someone in the crowd decided to throw a huge paper airplane into the ring. When Vladimir Kozlov made his WWE debut, the Moscow Mauler was a legit sambo and kickboxing champion, so he had some big accomplishments. Unfortunately, not all of it translated to WWE. During a tag team match, Vladimir teamed Santino Marella to take on the Usos. Kozlov was supposed to make a big save, but that didn't happen.
Kozlov all tied up here.
Ironically, R-Truth had the exact opposite problem. After the 2011 Royal Rumbles, 7 wrestlers had a mini Rumbles match on Raw. 2 of the participants were John Morrison and R-Truth. The two were fighting and ended up dangling from the top rope. Morrison pulled himself back into the ring, but Truth had some difficulty getting back inside the ropes. In 1999, The Rock and Mankind had one of the most iconic matches in Royal Rumble history. The two legends fought in a brutal I Quit match. There was one moment that was pretty funny. Rock and Mankind fought all over the arena, and he used just about anything as a weapon. The most electrifying man in sports entertainment wanted to give his opponent a rock bottom through the announcement table, but the table had other ideas and fell apart right before Rock hit his finisher. Rey Mysterio 619 is one of the most popular WWE finishers of all time. It seems pretty devastating too, but during one match, I think Rey may have actually hurt himself more than his opponent. While wrestling at a non-televised WWE show, Mysterio set up Kane and Chris Jericho on the middle rope. The Mass Luchador ran in to hit the 619, but missed the rope and fell straight to the floor. Rey's tag team partner, Shawn Michaels, had to step in to finish the match, and thankfully, Rey Mysterio was okay. During a match on SmackDown, Fury started flexing, and his back looked a bit unnatural.
He's loved this business since he...
During a match on NXT, Sami Zayn character model just went haywire.
Up to the top. Oh! Moonsault! Hey, Zayn kicked out again! Whoa! What the?
WWE really needs to get a patch out for this. Bobby Lashley buffers on the episode of Raw. This powerbomb, on the other hand, clearly needs to be patched. On a 2005 episode of Raw, WWE forgot to give Triple H a shirt. The game taking off an invisible one. Stone Cold Steve Austin's best malfunction, causing him to get stuck.
And look at Phineas.
Shawn Michaels had some bizarre physics when he fought the Hulk Hogan. These interactions between the wrestlers and fans are hilarious. After losing the championship to John Cena at WrestleMania 26, Batista was filled with rage. This led to a series of rematches, one of which was at Extreme Rules. The Animals started manhandling Cena, and the younger fans were not happy, and they wanted Batista to know it. In the weeks leading up to WrestleMania 26, Batista wrestled Kofi Kingston and destroyed him. As he was leaving, the Animal approached a fan and actually scared the man. After that, he laughed. Seth Rollins was in a tag team match with Dolph Ziggler against Bobby Lashley and Damian Priest. Rollins was taking a break on the outside when a fan said this.
Seth, your baby's adorable!
On an episode of Raw, Taker came out to confront Ric Flair. While Taker was talking, the fans were giving him the what chant. He was getting a bit annoyed and decided to pull this.
Why don't you say what if you like to sleep with your own sister?
Someone who's a master of destroying fans is Kevin Owens. While beating up Rollins on Raw, a fan began heckling Co. And this is what he did. Another interaction Kevin Owens had with a fan was so funny that it actually caused someone to break character. While wrestling Roman Reigns at a non-televised show, Owens had Reigns in a headlock. A fan was doing some trash talking, so he used the opportunity to fight back. Roman Reigns couldn't help but laugh and actually had to cover his face so that people didn't see him breaking character. In early 2022, Xavier Woods was sidelined with a leg injury. About 2 months later, it looked like Kofi Kingston was going to take on Rich Holland in a match. However, Kingston surprised everyone with the return of Xavier Woods, or at least it was supposed to be a surprise, but the Rey announcer accidentally ruined it.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Xavier Woods from Ghana, West Africa, weighing in at
A week before their iconic SummerSlam match, CENA and Bryan came face to face in the ring. CENA told Bryan that he had defeated Bryan's peers, which included Shawn Michaels, The Rock, CM Punk, Batista, and many more. Bryan had this to say.
You talk about all those people like they are so much better than me. They are!
In 2012, Daniel Bryan was in his no phase and would get upset anytime fans used his old yes chant. This came to a boiling point after Daniel Bryan won a match on SmackDown. A fan in the front row was chanting yes, which prompted Bryan to get right in front of the man's face and yell no. During a backstage segment, Orton just randomly shut down.
Watch him for 1 minute. Who was supposed to watch him? It's not about who was supposed to watch him, it's where is he? He can't be by himself. Where is he?
In 2013, The Rock returned to the Royal Rumble for a championship match against CM Punk. It was just a normal match, but that didn't stop Rock and Punk from going extreme. The two stood on the announcer's table, and Rock tried to hit Punk with a fast rock bottom, but the table wasn't having any of it and collapsed. This ref seems like he has some bugs.
Went for a springboard off the chair and nailed the official, referee Nick Patrick in the corner.
Also, something went very wrong here. If you know Bret Hart, you know that one of his trademarks was giving his shades to a fan. Usually this fan was a kid, and it was a very cool moment. One time, Christian decided to do the same thing, but with a twist. On an episode of Raw, Christian handed his glasses to a young boy sitting in the front row, but then he decided to take back his shades. That's it from today's video. Give your opinion in comments, and also did not forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next time. Deuces.